Welcome back to my channel. I'm Katie.the.cosmic.sailor, and today we are going to be looking at your April predictions. So the main question that we're asking is, what will you encounter in the month of April 2023? And then we're going to end with some advice and guidance for you from your spirit guides. So we have 3 groups to choose from today. The first group is going to be the Tiger's Eye. The second group is the Yellow Calcite. And the third group is the Opal. So take your time, meditate on the groups. If you feel drawn to more than one group, that's totally okay. That just means you have more than one message for you here today. If you need to pause the video to meditate, that's super okay. I will have the timestamps linked in the description box below. That way you can click straight to your pile whenever you're ready. And I will see you in your groups. Bye. Hello, if you felt drawn to the Tiger's Eye or pile number 1, this is your reading. So we're going to go ahead and get straight in. So I was sitting with your group's energy, and the first thing that I was feeling was this kind of newness. I heard new goals, new dreams, rediscovering of maybe passions, specifically something that you maybe did in a past life was coming through, or this like remembering, rediscovering of something new. A lot of new energy, and I feel like you're really embracing this airy season, this season of new beginnings is what I really kept hearing. I feel like you could maybe during the month of April have some maybe like new resolutions, or maybe creating a new vision board, or it's almost like this energy of beginnings that I'm really feeling for you. We're going to go ahead and get right in. I want to look at your oracle cards, and then we'll pull some tarot cards, and then we'll end with the advice and guidance. Let's see what you have. So we have the Coffee Dragon energy. So this is really what I was picking up with pile number 1 already coming through with energy. I feel like you're going to have more energy than you maybe have. It's like the feeling that I was getting, around the new year, in January, when the new year turns over and we're in it, we've turned a new leaf. It's like we have so much energy to pursue our goals, pursue our passions, create vision boards, create to-do lists. That's kind of the energy that I'm feeling. I feel this like cleansing. I feel like you could have been doing a lot of cleansing in the past couple of months, and in the month of April you really will be feeling this new energy, this like revitalization, this like revamp to like pursue something. Let's see what else we have. So we have the Sea Serpent. And this is corresponding to the sacral chakra. Very interesting. Sea Serpent. I don't know if the letter S is significant for some people here. I'm really being drawn to the letter S. But I'm seeing this kind of like all-seeing eye in the center of this energy. I feel like you could be experiencing in the month of April some type of awakening, some type of expansion in your consciousness as well. And I'm also getting like an expansion in energy in the month of April, where it's like you can now take on new tasks, you can now pursue new things because you have the energy to do so. I feel like you're in this I feel like you really are embracing the energy of spring, new growth, breaking soil on certain things. Let's go ahead and see what else we have. So we have God coming through for you, and it says light attributes, benevolence and compassion, recognizing the eternal force within yourself and others. Shadow attributes, despotism and cruelty, using power to control people. Very interesting. I feel like you could be experiencing some type of awakening when it comes to your sacral chakra specifically, or your creative energy. I feel like you're, in the month of April, you're really going to be in this energy of wanting to create something. And this could be something that you maybe have had passion for, or maybe thought about doing but felt you never had the energy to pursue it. And I feel like in the month of April, you will have the energy to do the things that you want to do. It's almost like, I feel like in the month of April, you will be recognizing that you are the creator of your life. You create what you want to experience. You create how you feel. You create what's going on around you. I feel like you could have been doing, maybe in the month of March, a lot of spring cleaning. That message of cleansing is coming back again. I feel like you've been maybe like getting rid of things that no longer serve you, clearing the clutter, clearing out space. And I feel like in the month of April, because you've done this cleansing, if that resonates, you will be in the energy to create. Even if you hadn't done any cleansing or anything, I really feel like in the month of April, you will have this very like motivation to create something in your life. I'm also hearing maybe new connections, new friendships could also be coming through in the month of April as well. And then we have Leo. I love this for you because that message of creativity is strong for you in the month of April. And when we think of like God, you know, God is like God created everything. And that's, I feel like you're becoming more aware, and your consciousness is expanding to the point where you realize that I create my reality. You could maybe be like pursuing some type of passion project, or maybe I'm hearing like trying to make your purpose your career, or your passion your career. I feel like you've maybe recognized that there was something in your life that was no longer serving you, and you've let it go. This could be limiting beliefs about yourself. This could be self-doubt. This could be literal connections, a job, something like this that you've let go of. And now you're in the energy in the month of April to create something new. And with Leo here, I feel like you're going to have this like childlike passion that's coming through for you. We have this orange energy here, so the sacral chakra is really highlighted, especially with the sea serpent, and also the solar plexus chakra as well. I feel like these chakras are going to be very activated for you in the month of April. And I'm also feeling like, especially with this sea serpent here and this message of creativity, creation, I feel like you could have really, this is going to be 18 plus, heightened sexual energy in the month of April as well. That's something that's coming through. What else do we have? We have the Rainbow Prince, compensation, perseverance. So we have the number 8 twice. 7, 8, and then 6, 8. And the number 8 is all about abundance. It's also about networking and communicating with people, connecting with people. I feel like in the month of April, you could be connecting with certain people. I'm hearing specifically friendships. This could be relationship as well, but I'm hearing specifically friendships and also business partnerships. There could be some type of, what's the word? Community? I'm trying to think. It's a specific word that's trying to come through. Collaboration. That's something that's coming through. If you're working on like a creative project or something, I feel like you could have a collaboration partner that's coming through for you in the month of April. Really beautiful. And it's interesting that we have the message of I will and perseverance for you for the month of April, and energy. It's like in the month of April, you will have this like I can, I will attitude about, I'm seeing specifically a creative project or something that you've been wanting to do. I feel like you will in the month of April be pushing through challenges, pushing through obstacles, and it's giving you this like almost like resilient energy that's coming through, like nothing can stop me. And I'm hearing that song, don't stop me now, I'm having such a good time, I'm having a ball, don't stop me now. And I feel like that's like could be a theme song for you in the month of April. It's like I'm feeling this energy of you being like on a roll, you know? It's like you're checking everything off your to-do list. You're doing the things that you've been wanting to do, and it's like revitalizing you. It's like I'm feeling this like very like motivational type energy. You could be listening to a lot of motivational speeches in the month of April. But I really do feel this like passionate energy coming through for you. This very like, it's like your passions are giving you this desire, this fuel to pursue your passions. And then once you pursue, it's like this momentum of like, okay, I've done it, I can do it again. I will. And we have the message of compensation here. So I feel like the month of April could be a very lucky month for you. And I also feel like anything that you persevere through, you will see results almost immediately is something that I'm hearing. It's like I'm seeing somebody, for example, the message of building a shelf is specifically coming up. So maybe you're like buying a bookcase or a shelf or something to get more organized in your life. But it's like I'm seeing somebody building a shelf, and it's like they get all the pieces and they pour all the pieces out, and they're thinking, oh man, how am I going to do this? How am I going to build this shelf? And you push through, you push through that thought of doubt, and once you push through that thought of doubt, it's like, no, I can do this. I can build this shelf. I am a strong, independent woman is something that's coming through, or man, whatever you resonate with. But it's like, I can push through, and then you build the shelf, and you have that almost like instant gratification of like, I did this. And it's like you are compensated because you did build the shelf. Now you have a place to organize your things because you pushed through that moment of self-doubt, because you pushed through that, like, I'm hearing like fear of the ego. Fear of failure is something that you could maybe struggle with, but in the month of April, I feel like that's not going to stop you. And it's almost like you're conquering your fears is something that's also coming through for you. Very interesting. We're going to go ahead and look at your tarot cards. I love this energy for you because I feel like it's like you're no longer letting your doubt, you're no longer letting your insecurities control your narrative. You are realizing that you are the creator of your reality. And it's like you will experience challenge or some type of difficulty that once you persevere through the insecurity, through the doubt, through the challenge, you will come out stronger. It's that message of strength that's coming through. I love this. I love this energy. And I also just feel this very like childlike, lighthearted energy coming through. You may be laughing a lot with close friends, or really just connecting with people in the present moment in this very like lighthearted, playful, creative type energy. And on your card it says recognizing the eternal force within yourself and others. And I feel like this recognition that you are the universe experiencing yourself in the month of April is really going to give you this like boost, this like I'm seeing somebody that's almost like with the coffee dragon here, like taking a shot of coffee, and now they can do all their errands, run all their errands, and it's this shot of coffee, this boost of energy is coming from within. But let's see. Spirit guides of love and light, what will pile number 1 encounter in the month of April? I feel like shuffling the cards again. I feel like you're really going to be trusting your inner voice in the month of April as well. Trusting your vision, trusting yourself. Knowing that you have all the answers is something that's also coming through. What will pile number 1 encounter in the month of April? So we have the Devil that's coming through. And with this card, I'm getting multiple messages. The first one is this message of ambition. This message of really working and pushing yourself to achieve the things that you want to achieve. But it's almost like the other message that's coming through is like, you're not going to let your inner demons stop you. And you're not going to let that little voice, that little, you know, you can call it whatever you want, that Debbie Downer in your head put you down in the month of April is something that's coming through. And I feel like it's almost like you are becoming stronger in your inner voice is something that's coming through as well. It's like you're no longer letting this negative narrative control how you perceive your reality is something that's also coming through with the Devil here. I feel like you could be... I feel like in previous months you may have struggled with certain things, and I feel like those things will come up in the month of April, but I see you overcoming them and conquering them and building this inner strength within. And because you're doing that in the month of April, it's like this message of I can and I will. And your spirit guides are saying burning away the impurities. And it's like that message when we think about, you know, everybody has an ego. Everybody has these moments of doubt, these moments of insecurity, but in the month of April, you're almost overcoming this through practice and through dedication to your purpose, something that's also coming through. Perseverance, that message of perseverance for you in the month of April. Spirit guides of love and light, what will pile number 1 encounter in the month of April? And I'm getting the message, it's like finding the ease within challenge, within struggle. It's, you know, and I just keep being drawn back to yoga. So maybe you could be cultivating a daily yoga practice in the month of April, or really just like working your body out, or something like this with physical practice is coming through. But it's that message of burning away the impurities that I feel really strongly. And I just saw 1616 on the clock timer for you. But we had Temperance flip out for you. We have the Prince of Torches. This is that message of passion, pursuing your passions, going after what it is you actually want. We have the Princess of Pentacles. So this is the Page of Pentacles. And then we have the Ten of Wands coming out. So I feel like there is this kind of almost like warning not to burn yourself out in the month of April, because you will be filled with so much energy, so much drive, so much passion to pursue the things you want. I feel like you are being encouraged in the month of April to practice moderation, but you do have Temperance coming out. So I feel like you will do a really good job at knowing when to rest and knowing when to pursue and persevere. And it's that balance energy that's coming through of balancing the drive with the ease. It's like allowing yourself, I'm just hearing do without doing and everything gets done. And that's something, I think it's in Buddhism that they say that, but it's like when you become so aware of the present moment, it's like things unfold naturally and you don't have to put so much effort into going and doing. It's like allowing yourself to relax, but also pursue. It's like the balance of like granting yourself permission to do the things you want to do, but also releasing and surrendering to the universe. It's like co-creating with the universe, you know? We pursue, but we also release. It's like you take 5 steps forward and 2 steps back. You're still moving forward, but you're remembering to rest and take time for yourself. Really powerful energy. And it's like, I feel like you're like this strong, independent person in the month of April. We have this person carrying all these wands and their head is held high. You know, they're walking on this path. And I feel like you will be accomplishing a lot in the month of April. And I feel like some of your advice is to almost kind of like slow and steady is something that's coming through, you know, not pursuing something full force with passion to the point where you burn yourself out, but not, you know, just remembering to rest is something that's really coming through. On the back of the deck, we have the Eight of Pentacles. I love that this came through for you for your month of April, because I do feel this energy strongly of you like working and pursuing and persevering the things that mean the most. And look at that. We have strength on the back of that with more Leo energy here. It's this imagery of conquering your inner demons, of finding the strength within. I feel is strong for you in the month of April. And I feel like in the month of April, you will be working hard at something, but I do feel like you will have this really good balance with resting. That's something that's coming through. Very interesting. I'm actually going to leave your strength card here. Let me scoot these down just a little bit. Okay, we'll put this right here for you. Okay. Let me see if there's anything else coming for you for what you will encounter in the month of April. I feel like you will be seeing a lot of signs and synchronicities that you are on the right path. Specifically through animals is something that's coming through. We have the eagle and the lion here. We have some birds, some squirrels. I'm getting that message of believe in yourself as well. I feel like in the month of April that could be a mantra for you. I believe in myself. I believe that I can achieve what I want to achieve. No matter what anybody else tells me. I do feel like you will be very connected to spirit as well in the month of April. We had that message of the all-seeing eye here, but also with this imagery of the angel, and then with the messages of synchronicities coming through. I feel like you will be very protected in the month of April. And you do have a lot of spiritual help in the month of April as well. And again, in this card, we have this man with these angel wings here. I feel like you have a lot of angels around you in the month of April as well, protecting you, guiding you, showing you that you are on the right path. I want to go ahead and get your advice and guidance. Spirit guides of love and light, can we please get some advice and guidance for pile number 1 for the month of April, please? Okay. So we have the Seas of Mintaka, seeing potential, bringing unconsciousness to light. I feel like your advice is to really record your dreams. I just saw 2222 on the clock timer. Record your dreams and see what they mean, especially if you have dreams of water. Really looking at and seeing how the water is behaving in your dreams could give you really helpful insights into what is going on in your subconscious mind. And I'm getting this with this message of potential. I feel like your advice and guidance is to really believe in yourself in the month of April. Believe in yourself. And I'm hearing there's a show called Gurren Lagann, and there's this character in the show who has a lot of, I feel like he has low self-esteem, but there's this other character who has really good confidence, and he's always boosting this lower self-esteem character up. And he tells him, believe in the me that believes in you. And I feel like, insert your name, believe in you. Believe in the you that believes in you. is something that's coming through as your advice and guidance, really is what I'm trying to say. And the anime is called Gurren Lagann, if you're interested in watching that. But he says, believe in the me that believes in you. And I feel like your advice and guidance is believe in the you that believes in you. It's almost like, I feel like your spirit guides really want you to tap into your future self, the future self that has achieved the thing that you're trying to achieve, or done the thing that you're trying to do, and really tapping into their energy and believing in yourself is something that's coming through very strong for you. Wow. And then your other advice is Star Family. You're part of a team of souls. Call in support as your advice and guidance. And it's interesting because I feel like I've hardly ever seen this card, but I feel like really connecting with your spirit guides, praying, meditating, you know, just if you feel like you're struggling with something, really asking for help, not being afraid to reach out and talk to people as well is something that's coming through. Especially if you're going through a challenging time, or if you have a lot of like self-doubt and you feel like you're in the darkness and you feel like you can't come out of it. Your spirit guides are really asking you to not only look to the light, but don't be afraid to reach out to maybe family, friends, even just your spirit guides really want to help you and guide you, because I feel like that something that you're doing it's like part of your purpose. But in order to achieve this, it's like you have to conquer these inner demons. You have to let go of this self-doubt. You have to let go of these insecurities to manifest the reality that you want to manifest. It's like I'm seeing that image of a balloon, like a hot air balloon that wants to take off, but it has to let go of the sandbags in order to fly. It has to let go of what's holding it down in order to fly. That's something that's coming through for you. We're going to get some more advice and guidance for you. Spirit guides of love and light, can we please get advice and guidance for pile number 1 in the month of April, please? Advice and guidance. Okay. So we have number 24, potion. Remember to practice self-love. Coming through for you. And we have this person like doing these little like spells, maybe doing like a self-love ritual, or, you know, lotioning your whole body, bathing in some moon water. That's something that's coming through. Connecting with plants, connecting with this energy of like meditation and being in peace and being in stillness is coming through. But your advice and guidance is to remember to practice self-love, especially when you are in this very ambitious energy, this very ambitious mindset of wanting to go and pursue. You have to remember to take care of yourself as well. And I'm seeing the image, you know, whenever you're on a plane and they tell you, if something bad happens, remember to put your mask on before you put others' masks on, or before you help somebody else. That message is coming through for you for the month of April, because I feel like you will be in this very hardworking energy, and I feel like your spirit guides just want you to remain in this hardworking energy. And in order to do so, you have to practice moderation, and you have to practice resting as much as you are achieving. We're going to get one last card for you, advice and guidance. And it's interesting because I was getting this feeling of almost like rushing, like I have to rush to finish this reading. I have to go. I have to almost, I feel like this advice is coming through for you. Time is not running out. Time is not running out. And your spirit guides are funny because they're saying time is an illusion anyways. You will achieve the things you need to achieve in divine timing. When the time is right, you will achieve it. So your spirit guides are saying, don't feel rushed. You know, if you need to practice, if you need to take some time out, if you need to do a self-love ritual, a self-love meditation, something like this, do it, you know. Remember your needs as well as your wants is what they're saying. Can we please get some advice and guidance? for pile number 1, please. Advice and guidance. So we have inner child coming out, and your spirit guides were also saying you waste more time trying to save time. This message of time keeps coming through. You could have a strong Capricorn or Aquarius placement, or Saturn could be transitioning one of your, I'm hearing specifically your first house. So you could be a Pisces as well. That's something that's coming through, or a Leo. But this message of time is not running out, everything is happening exactly on time is something that's coming through. But we have the inner child that came out for your advice and guidance. You could be doing a lot of inner child healing in the month of April. And so I feel like because of this, your spirit guides are really advising to remember the fun in your inner child. I want to read what it says. It says, the fairies of playfulness remind you to make time to embrace your inner child. Playing keeps us young at heart. Do something silly and fun, but stay safe. And, you know, Leo is all about the inner child as well. Very interesting that came through. So you could be working a lot, but your spirit guides are really advising you to play as well. Don't forget to have fun, especially. Sorry about that. Yeah, your spirit guides are saying don't forget to have fun, especially when you're pursuing your passion, especially when you're doing something that fills you up with so much like fiery energy. Your spirit guides don't want you to get burnt out on this, because I feel like it's something that you're meant to be doing. And I feel like it could bring you a lot of happiness and a lot of joy. But they're trying to remind you that, you know, you have to remember to have fun when you're doing these things as well. Because if you just keep working and working and working, this energy of workaholism can come out. And, you know, it's no longer fun to do the things that used to make you feel so much light and love. And then I wanted to see on the back of the deck energy, we have motivation. When spring approaches, the flower fairies urge you to spring into action. If there's something you've been merely thinking about doing, they say get busy and do it. And I feel like that's really the energy that you're going to be in the month of April. And your spirit guides are saying, you know, just remember, practice moderation. They're not saying, you know, don't ever work, you know, and rest all the time. No, they're saying remember to work, but also remember to play. Remember to pursue the things that you want to do and be in this energy of motivation, but also remember to rest. You know, it's the balance of all things, the balance of life. We're going to end with one last little piece of advice and guidance for you from this little garden deck. Spirit guides of love and light, can we please get some advice and guidance for pile number 1? For the month of April. I love this. So we'll take both of these. But your first one, sorry about that. Your first card says, courage. When picking roses, don't fear the thorns. This is coming through as your advice and guidance. So I feel like, you know, a lot of times when we're doing something, we don't necessarily know the future. We don't know what's going to happen when we do those things. But your spirit guides are saying, don't fear the things that you don't like. Don't fear experiencing something that you don't want to experience. Have courage. It's almost like I'm hearing courage is not having a lack of fear. Courage is facing your fear and doing it anyway. And then we have share. The busy bee should still make time for each flower. Share. And with this coming out, I feel like your advice and guidance really is to not forget about the people in your life, not forget about the connections around you, and really, you know, connecting with other people. Your spirit guides are saying don't get so trapped in this idea of pursuing your work or pursuing your passion that you forget to stop and smell the roses. really what's coming through. I love this energy for you though. This is very, I feel like you will be accomplishing a lot in the month of April. And I feel like when you look back on the month of April, you will realize so much that you have done, so much that you have achieved. But your spirit guides really want you to not let April pass without really appreciating your accomplishments in the moment, you know? The message of stop to celebrate is also something that's coming through. Remember to practice your self-love in April as well. But I feel like that's all I have for you, pile number 1. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reading, please give me a like. Please comment down below and let me know if this resonated with you. And if you feel called, please subscribe to my channel. It really does help my channel grow. And we would love to have you be a part of the Sailor family as well. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. And I will see you later. Bye. Hello. If you chose the yellow calcite or group number 2, this is your reading. So connecting with your group's energy, I was feeling this, like your spirit guides were saying, following what feels good, no longer entertaining things that stress you out. Also, I feel like in the month of April, you could be stepping more into your authenticity, because when you let go of stress, or you let go of people pleasing or doing things that no longer make you happy, and you stop engaging in those behaviors, it frees up more time and space to do things that you actually enjoy, and you become more authentically you, even if other people don't agree with it. You are stepping into your power in the month of April is something that's coming through. And it's like this feeling of comfort was coming through. I feel like you could be becoming more comfortable in your body, becoming more comfortable in your space. That's something that's also coming through. Pile number 2. And I'm just seeing somebody like sitting on a couch reading a book, and it's like raining outside. And for me, that energy is very cozy, very comfortable, very like peaceful energy. Let's see what you got for your cards. So we have gratitude. So in the month of April, you could be having more, your spirit guides are saying, an attitude of gratitude. And I feel like it's allowing for you to be in this energy of peace, of not like stressing out about what you're going to do, when you're going to do it. I feel like you're being in the month of April more grateful for the things that you have achieved, the things that you have accomplished, where you have gotten at this point in your life. And this could be being grateful for maybe like actual physical things, you know, like a house, your furniture, anything that you have. Or it could be just being grateful for the simple things, you know, being grateful that you woke up today, being grateful for your body, being grateful for the people that you have in your life. And then we also have rabbit. You encounter in the month of April. You know, I feel like your spirit guides are saying, it's like, I heard this somewhere, I think it was on TikTok, I can't remember, but it was like, when we have 2 different outcomes, oh no, camera's like falling. It's like, when we experience something good, that's good because it allows us to find more of what feels good. But when we experience something bad, that is also good because it pushes us out of our comfort zone and pushes us out into wanting to go and find something that does make us feel comfortable. And with the rabbit coming out in your energy for the month of April, I feel like you could be experiencing, your spirit guides are saying, a blessing in disguise. Looking back in hindsight, I feel like you will see this as a blessing, but it could be something maybe that you don't necessarily want to experience, some type of feeling that gives you maybe anxiety or stress or something, but your spirit guides are like actually smiling and like doing thumbs up because they're saying this is really, really good, because then it's going to allow you to release the stress, let go of this energy of anxiety, and really it's like you're being grateful for the things that trigger you in your life, because it's showing you, what no longer serves you, what you need to let go of. And it's what I was connecting to whenever I was connecting with your group is like letting go of stress, because it's no longer serving you. It's giving you this bad feeling, And a lot of times we think like, oh, yuck, why am I feeling this? I don't like this feeling. It's because that feeling is trying to push you to feel something better. And it's like I was saying, it is good when we experience bad things, because then we realize, okay, this is no longer serving me, and it allows us to shift our timeline, to shift our perspective to finding what does feel good. Find what feels good is, I feel like, your motto for the month of April. Let's see what else we have. We have the dilettante. I don't know how to say this. Dilettante, I think. It says, delights in arts without having to be a professional, alerts you to the danger of becoming superficial in your pursuits. Shadow attribute, pretension to much deeper knowledge than you actually possess. Okay. Very interesting that that's coming through. And I feel like you could be in this very like curious energy in the month of April as well, where it's like you may experience something that no longer serves you, or you may experience stress or anxiety, and it's like I see you being in this energy of, okay, well, let's try something else. This obviously isn't working for anymore. Let's try something else. And I feel like in the month of April, you're really getting curious about your options, is something that's coming through. And we also have Sagittarius, I see. So Sagittarius is like the explorer, it's ruled by the 9th house. And the energy of Sagittarius to me is one of discovery, one of curiosity, one of wanting to constantly almost like change and discover new ways of being, discover new things that you like. I feel like in the month of April, you will be discovering a lot of things. And it's like, I feel like you're really just in this period of discovery. I feel like I'm just seeing somebody like shifting between a bunch of friend groups as well. It's like you're with these people and it's like, oh, okay, this energy is okay. I feel like you're in this very observant energy as well in the month of April, but it's like you're kind of like shifting. It's like I feel like you're maybe not necessarily set in one way in the month of April, but you're like shifting in and out of energies, really trying to like tailor your energy to what it is that you like, And I feel like in the past you could have maybe had people-pleasing energy, or, just doing what other people wanted to do. But I feel like in the month of April, you're really, asking yourself, what do I want to do? How do I want to feel? And it's like, if you're in an energy that it's like, okay, I feel like this doesn't resonate with me, I feel like you're going to be very quick to shift and be like, okay, I'm going to go and find what does resonate with me. And I love this energy here, because it's like in the month of April, you're really going to be trying a lot of new things and discovering a lot of new things. I see somebody like maybe trying painting, wanting to be more creative, and you try painting and that doesn't resonate, so you try watercolor, maybe you try acrylic, and then you try drawing and sketching. It's like this energy of discovery that's really around you in the month of April, and I feel like it's going to fill you with a lot of gratitude, because you did go out there and experience. I feel like you won't be questioning, what else could I do, what else is out there, because you will actually be going out there and doing it. And then, we have the River Queen. It says, flow, letting go, natural movement. I love this for you in the month of April, because I feel like you're really just going to be going with the flow. And that's kind of how I feel about Sagittarius energy as well, is they really just go with the flow. And it's this natural movement of like, it's like the universe is like pushing and pulling you, your higher self, your inner child. I feel like you're very connected to spirit in the month of April as well, but it's like you're really using this like internal guidance system to guide you. And I see you like not necessarily attaching like too much resentment to situations if they're no longer serving you. I see you being like, oh, okay, yeah, this isn't good for me. I'm going to go find what is. And it's this really natural movement of like putting yourself out there, putting yourself in situations, and then feeling, you know, how do I feel in this situation? And if you feel this like excitement, it's like you continue to do those things. Or if you feel this like stress, you know, or this anxiety, or this like, this doesn't feel good, this feeling I feel like you're really tapping into in the month of April. And I feel like you're really going toward what makes you feel comfortable. And your spirit guides are saying it is in the uncomfortability that we learn to find comfort. That we learn to find comfort. And I feel like you're really, it's almost like you're kind of looking for this feeling of, you know, what feels good in the month of April. And so you're discovering a lot of new things. You're changing up your routine. You're changing up how you react and interact with the world as well. And I'm seeing like you're really trusting your intuition in the month of April as well. I'm seeing somebody, you know, being in a situation and instead of being like, oh, is it me? Am I the problem? You know, looking at your situation and being like, no, I just don't resonate with these people. I just don't resonate with this job. I just don't resonate with this creative hobby anymore, you know? And it's like, I see you being in this energy of like, with peace and love, I'm letting it go. And I'm flowing and I'm just moving where the tide takes me in the month of April. I love this energy. And I feel like you're going to be in a very creative energy as well with a 21 here. This is also the World card in tarot. It's the card of completion. It's the card of, you know, coming to an end of a cycle. And I feel like you're coming to the end of this, like, I'm hearing like trauma loop or anxiety loop within yourself of like putting yourself in a situation, and this maybe could resonate with some of you, but like you put yourself in a situation and you don't like the way you feel, so you try to change your inner world and say, okay, well, maybe I should show up in this way, or maybe I should dress this way, and maybe I would feel better. I feel like in the month of April, you're no longer doing that. It's like this, I feel like you could have maybe partaken in acts of self-betrayal in the past, but I feel like in the month of April, you're really stepping into this energy of empowerment and empowering yourself and saying, I get to choose how I feel. I get to choose what comes into my energy field and what doesn't. And if there's certain things going on in your outer reality that you don't like, I see you shifting and moving and going into a different reality. I feel like you're almost, this energy of like hopping, like timeline hopping is coming through for you in the month of April, where it's like you may shift yourself onto a timeline and it's like, okay, I experienced this and I didn't want to experience this, so I'm going somewhere else. I'm going where I feel good is something that's happening for you. I feel like in the month of April, you could pick up a new hobby as well, or you could start a new job, or really interact with new people as well. That's something that's coming through. I feel like you're in this very fertile energy as well, this very abundance energy, where a lot of things are coming into your vicinity. A lot of things are, it's like a lot of opportunities are arising for you in the month of April. This very like lucky energy is also here, but I could see you maybe seeing like, oh, you know, thinking that the bad things are bad, but it's, your spirit guides are saying it's all a blessing in disguise. Only good things happen to you. You know, and it's like when we experience something that we don't want to experience, that is also good because it allows us to change and shift into what does feel good and what does, you know, serve our highest and best good. We're going to go ahead and look at your tarot cards. And we have, with the 36 here, we have the number 9 again, which is the number of completion. And I love this energy for you because this is about, you know, finding your truth, finding your authenticity, being the most authentic version of yourself. Really feeling your emotions as well, you know, and if it doesn't feel good, you know, letting it go. And not trying to fit yourself into a mold is something that's also coming through in the month of April for you. You're really like, I feel like you're like bursting out of, it's like bursting out of the cake is something that I'm seeing, you know, this energy of celebration is here, of, you know, really being comfortable in your own energy as well. Let's see. Spirit guides of love and light. What will pile number 2 encounter in the month of April? What will pile number 2 encounter in the month of April? So I love that you guys got the 2 of Cups here, because this is like harmonious relationships. I just saw 1444 on the clock timer. That number could be significant for some of you here. But, you know, we think about harmonious relationships. Both of these people are pouring into their own cups, and it's allowing them both to be in this energy of fulfillment, this energy of love, and that's what connects these people. Not one person pouring into the other person and the other person just taking, you know. And I feel like you could maybe have attracted relationships like this in the past, but because you're no longer putting up with it, and you're no longer, look at that, the High Priestess right there. I love this for you. It's like you're trusting your inner intuition, and you're trusting yourself over what other people tell you. You know, you're really filling your love cup up. You're really filling your self-love up, and because you love yourself so much, you attract other people who also love themselves. And you are in this energy. You have the High Priestess here. And we have this like person with this like, I love how this like person is opening this door. It's like you're stepping into your authenticity in the month of April because you're trusting your intuition. And then we have the 4 of Wands here as well. This is the energy of celebration. I feel like by the end of April, I feel like you could really find some type of community or some type of hobby that you may pursue or be connected with. Specifically, a relationship is coming through here. I am getting romantic relationship for you, but a friendship or something that, you know, really does serve your highest and best good. And it's like being around this person makes you feel good. You know, and because it makes you feel good, you're following that feeling. And it's not from a feeling of lack. It's from this feeling of knowing your worth, of knowing what you bring to the table. I feel like an affirmation that would be good for you in the month of April is like, I am good enough. I am worthy. Because when you're in this energy of being worthy, the universe reflects that back to you of other people who are also worthy of themselves. That's something that's coming through. But you have this energy of celebration. You have this energy of joy. You have this energy of finally meeting people who make you feel good. I love this. It's like, you know, you have to let go of a toxic relationship in order to find the one that serves you. And you have to go through it. And it's like your spirit guides are saying blessing in disguise. Nothing is bad. Everything is good. Everything is good. It's like we go through those toxic relationships and we think, oh no, you know, another toxic relationship. This person was horrible to me, but it's like, that's good. Because then you know and recognize what it is like when somebody is not good to you, when somebody doesn't treat you right. And then you can attract people who do treat you right. And I love this energy for you for the month of April. Will you please get some more cards? Spirit guides of love and light. What will pile number 2 encounter in the month of April? What will pile number 2 encounter in the month of April? Okay. So we have the Chariot. Look at that. I love this for you. This is like forward movement, becoming victorious, moving in the direction of your heart is something that's also coming through. We have the Fool for you. You have a lot of major arcana and you have the Hermit. So we have the the High Priestess, the Chariot, the Fool, and the Hermit coming through for you. These are all major arcana cards. There's a lot of big shifts happening for you in the month of April, and I feel like it's because you're stepping into your power, you're stepping into your authenticity, and your spirit guides are funny. They're saying, nothing is sexier than my authentic truth. And it's like, you know, people can feel whenever you're not being authentic. You can feel when people are not being authentic with you. And when you're in this energy of authenticity, it's like you attract other people who are also in this energy of authenticity. And when you are expressing your truth, even if people don't necessarily agree with it, it's like they respect you because they know, like, okay, this person knows what they're worth. This person knows their values. This person knows what they stand for. I love this energy for you. It's like, I feel like you could be doing also a lot of maybe soul searching or a lot of maybe going internally and really observing. I feel like meditation is something that's coming through for you for the month of April, but it's like you're learning to discern your fear between your intuition in the month of April as well. Forward movement for you, taking a lot of leaps of faith. That's something that's coming through for you. And we have this person, like, every time I see this card, not every time, but specifically this time, I'm really being drawn to their sense of style. You know, they have no care what how other people perceive them. It's like you're becoming so strong in your power that you're not letting other people take you off your pedestal is something that's also coming through. And it's because you know who you are. And you know what you like because you went out there and tried things. And, you know, tried things and maybe you didn't like some things, but that's okay because it made you know what you do like. And that's the energy for you for the month of April. I love this because we have the Two of Cups here as well. This is like partnership, connection, you know, with people who actually serve you, with people who serve themselves. And you're in this energy of serving yourself as well. For the month of April, I want to see what we have. We have the Two of Swords on the back of the deck energy. And with this High Priestess here, I feel like you're really trusting your intuition. You're really letting go of self-doubt. And I feel like you're finding this like inner harmony within, this peacefulness within. I feel like meditation could be very powerful for you in the month of April as well. That's something that's coming through. See if there's anything else. I feel like you will experience a lot of signs and synchronicities in the month of April as well. It's almost like putting you on the right path. When you feel something that you don't want to feel, it's like you're shifting onto what you do want to feel, and then you will experience some kind of coincidence that's like, oh yeah, I'm actually meant to be here. I'm on the right path. And I feel like the sun really is shining for you in the month of April. And I feel like a good affirmation or a powerful affirmation for you would be, all good things happen to me. Only good things happen to me. Only good things happen to me. You're really in this energy of being in the flow in the month of April, being in your flow, you know, and everybody is unique. Everybody is different. Everybody rides the wave differently. Everybody lives life differently. And in the month of April, I feel like you're really discovering how you want to live life, how you want to experience connection. This message of freedom is also coming through for you. I love this. We're going to go ahead and get some advice and guidance for you. I feel like the movie Coraline could be very significant for you as well. Specifically just because I'm seeing this like black cat with this hermit energy here. And the hermit energy is number 9, which is also about completion. I feel like you could have a lot of animals around you, or maybe you have one specific animal, I feel like, who really is bringing you this sense of comfort as well. That's something that's coming through. And with this hermit energy here, it's like you're finding your inner light. And I just saw 23:23 on the clock timer, so that could be significant for a few people. But it's like you're finding that fire within. What lights you up? What makes you feel good? what makes you feel this passionate energy, this very fun energy. And I feel like by the end of the month, I feel like you will find it, because we have the Two of Cups here. I love this. I love this so much for you. We're going to get some advice and guidance for you from your spirit guides. Spirit guides of love and light, can we please get some advice and guidance for pile number 2, please? For the month of April. Let's get advice. Oh, I'm going to take this one. So you guys have, for advice and guidance, surrender to the sweetness. Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. And as your advice and guidance, I feel like your spirit guides really are saying, find what feels good and surrender to the joy. When you find that feeling of joy, don't doubt yourself. Really trust. Trust what you're feeling. Trust what comes through. Don't question yourself. And I really do want to show you this on the back of the deck. It says, wait, it's not yet time, things are being woven. Very interesting. With this card coming through for you as your advice and guidance, I feel like you're really being asked to trust the timing of things. You know, if you are experiencing setbacks, or you are experiencing challenge, or you keep going through people, going through connections, and you're thinking, you know, when will my people come? I feel like they will come, but your spirit guides are asking you to be patient. And it's like they're saying it will come in divine timing, you know. And a lot of times whenever I say that, you know, feelings of like, divine timing, when is that going to be? It's like you have to push through these feelings of uncomfortability to find what is meant for you. And it says things are being woven. The universe really does have your highest regard. The universe wants you to experience this joy, this love, this light. But sometimes we have to go through the weeds. Sometimes we have to push through when we feel like we don't want to, or we feel like we're the problem. Your spirit guides are saying you are not the problem. Things are just happening outside of your control. People are being put into places. Let's see. Get some more advice and guidance for you. Spirit guides of love and light, can we please get some advice and guidance for pile number 2, please, for the month of April? Advice and guidance. Okay. So I kind of want to take this. I love this. You've earned all your stripes. Lioness coming through for you for your advice and guidance. It's that message of the weeds, you know. We have to go through the weeds sometime to find our tribe, to find our people, to find our passions, to find what we really like, to find what we really enjoy. We have to do things we don't enjoy sometimes. But that's okay, because it's like when we do those things that we don't enjoy, we can then shift and change. And then we have universe. We're all just stardust. I love this. And then with the sparkles in the hand, it's like I feel like the universe really is giving you a gift. Almost. And they keep saying blessing in disguise. And we have 1331 for you here. So that could be significant for some people. I just feel so observant right now. You could have, maybe you were born in the year of the rabbit. That's something that's coming through. But I feel like you have this very like sensitive mystic type energy about you that you could be tapping into in the month of April. But I feel like you're going to be very aware of what's going on around you, what's going on internally is something that's coming through. And I feel like you will be aware when you're mirroring to people and when you're not. Very interesting, because I'm getting this message. I feel like sharing for a long time in my spiritual journey. I felt like if I was experiencing something, if I had people being mean to me, for example, or people abusing me, I would think, this is a mirror of how I am on the inside. But some people are really just triggering you so that you can release your wounds. That's something that's coming through. I feel like really grounding yourself is something that your spirit guides are also advising for you in the month of April. And really becoming so connected to who you are within and knowing your power and knowing your strength is something that your spirit guides are also advising for you in the month of April. And we have Justice is coming. And with this card coming out, I feel like your spirit guides are saying, we don't have to, the message of karma is coming through. We don't have to, give people their karma. If people are mean to you, if people are rude to you, all you have to do is release them with love and light, and they will experience what they need to experience. And your spirit guides are also saying, hurt people hurt people. Sorry about that. But your spirit guides are saying, hurt people hurt people. So it's like you can recognize that when somebody is in pain, but you don't have to heal them, and you can release them with love and light, and you can let them go, and you don't have to allow these people in your vicinity. And I feel like this is something that you already know as well. Your spirit guides are saying you have all the answers. You have all the answers. I feel like you're really being advised to practice patience in the month of April as well. And just following that feeling of joy is something that's coming through as well. Let's get a last piece of advice and guidance. Spirit guides of love and light, can we please get some advice and guidance for pile number 2? Advice and guidance for pile number 2. Your spirit guides are really saying to trust your intuition in the month of April. Trust your intuition. If there are people in your life who are really trying to connect and communicate how they're feeling, listen to them. But if there are people who are throwing a fit and trying to make you feel powerless, you don't have to listen to those people. We have manifestation coming through. Be very honest and clear about what you wish to manifest in your life. Now write it down on paper, manifestation step 1. And with this card coming out as your advice and guidance, I do feel this has to do with feelings. If there's a certain feeling, especially joy, that you want to feel, your spirit guides are really asking you to practice manifesting it in your life and letting go of what no longer serves you, but also, welcoming in what it is you do want to experience. And sometimes we have to be patient because things are being put into play. Especially if it comes with other people, if you're trying to manifest a connection or something like this. But your spirit guides are really saying tap into that feeling. What feeling will having that thing give you? And when you tap into that feeling, the thing will automatically attract because you will be on that same frequency. And we have hidden depths. On the back of the deck, something hidden is about to come to light, perhaps a secret or memory at the back of your mind. When we expose what's hidden, we can become free. I feel like your advice really is to do some kind of healing work on freedom. Freedom, I feel like, is a big theme for you in the month of April. Freedom. Your spirit guides are saying freedom from negative thoughts, freedom from people who no longer serve you. And they're also saying If somebody wants to heal themselves, they have the power to do so. You're being really asked to focus on yourself in the month of April. Is your advice and guidance, really focusing on how you feel, what you want to experience, what you want to do. And not letting other people stop you. And actually, I'm just now realizing I forgot to draw your last card. So we're going to go ahead and draw one more card for you. I feel this strong, like, awareness coming through. I feel like really tapping into your awareness is something that your spirit guides are advising for you in the month of April. It says, when we expose what's hidden, we become free. It's like you're no longer letting... It's like your spirit guides are saying your own inner child control. Your own inner child's triggers control. You're taking back your power, and you're attracting what you want in life. Let's see, can we please get one last piece of advice and guidance for pile number 2 for the month of April? So we have generosity, sow seeds of kindness. Oh. Sorry about that. Sow seeds of kindness. I feel like this coming through, your spirit guides are really asking you in the month of April to be kind to yourself. And it's like being kind to others and having compassion for other people. Sow seeds of kindness. And with that message of seeds coming through, your spirit guides are saying you can't change other people. You can't make other people live a certain life or do certain things or be certain people. You just have to accept that's who those people are. And if you don't want to be around that, you don't have to. You can always sow a seed of kindness in them and let them go. It's something that's coming through. We also have transform, rise above any situation and become the best version of you. The best version of you. There's a really deep focus on your own energy in the month of April, and your spirit guides are saying your state of consciousness is the most important. I feel like you do have this very healer energy about you, but in the month of April, your spirit guides are really advising you to let go of what's no longer serving you and find this feeling of comfort, find this feeling of joy in yourself and in those around you. But I feel like that's all I have for you, pile number 2. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reading, please give me a like. Please comment down below and let me know if this resonated with you. And if you feel called, please subscribe to my channel. It really does help my channel grow. And we would love to have you be a part of the Sailor family as well. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. And I will see you later. Bye. Hello, if you chose the Opal, you are part of pile number 3. What can you expect in the month of April? So I feel just connecting with your group's energy, an expansion in my throat chakra, an expansion in my third eye chakra. I feel like you could be having a deepening of psychic experiences. I'm also just feeling this very deep connection to everything around me, and it almost feels like my body is moving through water. I feel like a very slowing down when it comes to your April. I feel a very calm, grounded, almost peace within coming through. I feel like you're having almost kind of an up-leveling in your spiritual journey, in your spiritual awareness. That's something that's coming through as well. I want to go ahead and look at your tarot card or your oracle cards, and then we'll get into your tarot, and then we'll end with advice and guidance. You have Organize with the Peapod Dragon, Really interesting. And I'm just being really drawn to this like moon. The full moon could be very significant for you. I want to say it's like the first week of April. We have organize. With this card coming out, I feel like you could be getting more organized. Again, we have that like message of this, the imagery of the snail, this like slowing down, slow and steady. You could be working on the foundation of something. I just heard the foundation of your spiritual practice, but this could just be getting more organized when it comes to your physical reality, when it comes to your thoughts, when it comes to your goals. And then we also have the eagle coming through for your month of April. And I believe the eagle is the most evolved form of air. I feel like you could really be getting organized when it comes to your thoughts. You could have been working on releasing self-limiting beliefs, but I'm hearing I trust. And maybe this could be why, but I just did a trust meditation on YouTube, and the feeling was just so peaceful. And it's almost like this release of fear as well that's coming through. You have the storyteller, light attribute, ability to experience and express life through stories and symbols. Shadow attribute, making up tales that harm others. For your month of April. With this storyteller energy and that expansion I was feeling in my throat chakra, I feel like you could be doing more public speaking than normal in the month of April. But there's just this highlight around your voice in the month of April. I feel like people are going to be really drawn to the things that you say. And I'm just seeing like people really wanting to know the experiences that you've gone through, whether they're funny, whether they're tragic, whatever it is. I feel like people wanting to hear your story is something that's significant in the month of April. You're also coming through as almost this like master teacher, master energy. You've gone through some sort of trial and past is what your spirit guides are saying. And now it's time for you to share your story. Now it's time for you to teach in some sort of way. This could actually be maybe like taking on the role of a teacher and like adopting a student in some form. But this could be in the more like symbolic way where it's like when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. And I can see like certain people coming into your life who are learning lessons, and maybe it's something that you've already gone through and you can share advice, wisdom, insight, or something like this in the month of April. And then we also have Apple Dragon, health. So your health could be something that you're also more focused on in the month of April. So specifically when it comes to eating healthy, I'm hearing an apple a day keeps the doctor away. And so you could be more focused on eating foods or fruits that fuel you, or you could be doing more research and looking more into like the things that you eat. And especially with this like message of symbols, I feel like you could really be like getting very like into like the food that you eat. Like for example, eating red food if you're trying to heal your root chakra, or orange food with the sacral chakra. Really like aligning your body with what it is you want to feel with what you're eating is something that's coming through. And actually, I think you guys got the most amount of like cards out of everybody else in the group. So I feel like April could be a really big month for you. But I just felt this very like grounding, calm type energy that was coming through with your group. You have 6th house routine, and then we have 10th house the world. Really interesting. I feel like the habits that you build upon, or the habits that you take on in the month of April are setting up some kind of foundation for your success. the things that you do in the month of April, specifically when it comes to organizing, clearing the clutter, and just like getting, I feel like the simplification type energy with this pile as well, like simplifying down to the basics in April, clearing out what no longer serves you, and it's putting you in this very like open and receptive energy, but it's also putting you in this energy of success. And then we have the Lady of Lightning. Surprises, sometimes shock, total paradigm shift, number 35. Wow. I'm getting like the tower imagery with this card. And with the 10th house here, I feel like there could be something big happening when it comes to your career in the month of April. This could be a promotion. This could be finally like being set in your dream job and being able to pursue your dream job full time. This could also be like deciding that you no longer want to settle for less in a job, and so you're pursuing something that brings you more fulfillment, or maybe like a career change or something like this. I feel like health also is a really big focus in the month of April. I feel like you could be letting go of things that stress you out. Really focusing on your mental health is something that's coming through, but also physical and emotional health with the 6th house here. And I feel like in the month of April, you're also really taking good care of yourself is something that's coming through. You could really be drawn to sacred geometry as well in the month of April and looking at patterns and symbols. I feel like you're also doing some sort of learning in the month of April as well. This could be learning through your surroundings, or maybe like getting some kind of book. I'm hearing numerology in specific, so you could be learning more about numerology. I'm also hearing slow and steady wins the race, but I feel like you will have some sort of epiphany, some sort of insight or understanding in the month of April that I feel like is going to change your reality. It's like you're no longer seeing your life the way you used to see it, and so I feel like naturally this is going to allow for you to change certain habits. If there's, with this like total paradigm shift here coming out for your month of April, I feel like it's almost like you're stepping onto a new timeline. I feel like you could be, and with health specifically coming out, you could be maybe cutting out things that were no longer serving you. I'm hearing specifically smoking, drinking, overindulging in certain habits that are no longer serving you. I feel like in the month of April, it's almost kind of like you're waking up and taking back power. And it's like, I feel like you're really overcoming addictions in the month of April as well. And we also have with the 10th house here, you could be overcoming workaholism, feeling like you have to work, and really remembering that rest is just as valuable is something that's coming through. But I want to look at the eagle in the book because I feel like I haven't really said everything that the eagle has. So the eagle says, all-pervading power, truth seeker, transforms karma. The noble eagle emanates the light of the sun. The great bird is both physically and spiritually strong and represents mastery over the elements of fire and air. When the eagle appears, you'll soon be thrown into the karmic fire for the sake of your transformation. The eagle pushes us to be our best and brightest selves and stops at nothing to see us shine. Grasp the sun in your talons and hold on for the ride. You are stronger than you think, eagle child. And so it says, when in balance, bright, radiant challenges. When out of balance, controlling. To bring into balance, step into the unknown. And with that message coming out, I feel like you're really almost like surrendering to the divine. And there's a word that's coming to mind. It's like, your spirit guides are saying divine tornado. Something like this, where it's like a lot of change happening all around you. You could be creating this change with this eagle here and actually like transforming it yourself, or it could be the universe pushing you into a new reality, pushing you into a different way of being. But I feel like it's almost allowing for this transformation to happen. And your spirit guides are saying, as within, so without. So it's like this transformation that's happening is beginning internally. Whether you are actually calling on this transformation, or whether you're receiving downloads, epiphanies, some sort of inspiration. And like I was saying, this like psychic awareness expansion happening within your third eye and your throat chakra as well. It's almost like you're going to be able to see the trajectory of where you're headed. I feel this very like tapped into the present moment energy, where it's like you know where you're headed because of where you've been, and you want to head somewhere else. You want to go in a different direction. So you're calling on this transformation within you in the month of April, and it's like the transformation is happening within, but you will start seeing changes on your outer reality. Something that's coming through. Let's go ahead and look at your tarot cards. But it's very interesting. I feel like you have a lot of things changing for you in April. But I feel like it's your spirit guides are saying only good things happen to me. So I don't see you looking at these things as bad. I feel like it's almost like benefiting your health. And your spirit guides are also saying epigenetics. So maybe looking into epigenetics and what that means. The basis of what I feel like it means is how your thoughts create your reality. Your beliefs. Your thoughts create your beliefs, and your beliefs create your reality. So in the month of April, you could be changing your beliefs around something, and it's allowing for like certain things to open up in your life. Very powerful. Spirit guides of love and light. And I kept being drawn to say February, so that month could be significant, or that month could have been when you started implementing certain changes. February could be significant for a few people here. Spirit guides of love and light. What will pile number 3 encounter in the month of April? Oh. Pile number 3. So we have the 4 of Pentacles, and we have the Ace of Wands. I feel like you could be doing some sort of cleansing ritual in the month of April as well, especially with organization here. It's like you're letting go of what no longer serves you. And I feel like you're also, in the month of April, could be taking responsibility over your reality is something that your spirit guides are saying, where you're realizing the part that you've played in creating your life, which is a very like empowering thing to do, you know, when you realize that you can create how you feel. You can create what you experience. I feel like with this energy also coming through the 4 of Pentacles, it's like you could maybe experience some sort of moment or some sort of feeling that doesn't feel very good. But it's your spirit guides are saying this is a good thing, because when you experience this feeling that you don't like, it's almost like it awakens you to realize that you have the power to change. And your spirit guides are saying we have to feel in order to heal. So you could be healing certain things from the past, especially if it comes to like addiction or things like this, things that were harming your health. I feel like it's almost like you're changing that story. You're changing that story. It's interesting because with the storyteller here, I feel like in the month of April, you're changing the things that you used to tell yourself, and you're releasing certain stories that you were carrying around that were no longer serving you. And it's like, I feel like you're stepping onto a more fruitful timeline is something that's coming through as well. And your spirit guides, I feel like in the month of April, it's like you are becoming your own best friend. And they're also saying you're taking care of yourself like you would take care of a child is something that's also coming through. You know, you wouldn't give a child, this is going to sound bad, but you wouldn't give a child like cigarettes or stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's like you're taking care of yourself like you are your own best friend. Spirit guides of love and light. What will pile number 3 encounter in the month of April? What will pile number 3 encounter in the month of April? Okay. So we have the Wheel of Fortune, we have Strength, and we have the 6 of Wands. I love this because it's like your spirit guides are saying you will be successful. And we have that message of success here as well with the 10th house. It's like certain things that you've implemented in your life are proving to be fruitful. And are proving, it's like you're reaping what you've sown. Specifically, you could have been doing these things since the month of February. That's something that's coming through. And in April, you are seeing your rewards. We have the Wheel of Fortune here for you. And this is, to me, all about luck. This is about the wheel turning in your favor. It's like you're finally, your spirit guides are saying you're turning up Milhouse. Which, if you've ever seen The Simpsons, Milhouse always experiences a lot of like negative things or like hard truths or bad luck. And he says this, I'm turning up Milhouse. And it's like he's finally experiencing his good luck, the good luck that he's been owed. We have the 10 of Swords and the back of the deck in reverse. Very interesting imagery because I feel like it's like you are with this image of like this person, you know, we think about the 10 of Swords, it being like other people stabbing you in the back. It's almost like you are putting an end to this old identity that no longer serves you, that no longer fits who you are. It's like, I feel like you're becoming your higher self almost, is something that's coming through. You're definitely experiencing a lot of inner strength in the month of April as well. And I feel like you're experiencing a lot of abundance. And it's interesting because I feel like the abundance has always been there, but in the month of April, it's like you're awakening to your power in your perception. You're awakening to the idea, to the belief that you are the creator. And I keep just hearing this, I think it's from a Taylor Swift song, and she says something, it's like, oh, the old Taylor can't come to the phone right now because she's dead, or something like that. And I feel it's almost like you are like putting an end to this old identity that you used to tell yourself was yourself. And you're stepping into this new paradigm, you're stepping into this new reality in the month of April. And it's like because you're choosing to transform into your best version, you're releasing doubts, you're releasing insecurities, you're releasing this lack mentality as well, is something that's coming through. And I feel like you're realizing the power of the stories that you tell yourself. And your spirit guides are saying we all walk around with stories from our past. Some people have really good stories about their past and it reflects in their reality because that's their perception of who they are. And it's like you are becoming, they're saying you're becoming the lucky girl. Or lucky guy, whichever you resonate with. Very interesting. I want to go ahead and get some advice and guidance for you for your month of April. Spirit guides of love and light. They're also saying to trust yourself. Can we please get some advice and guidance? So we have advice and guidance. Jump in, Andromedan energy, adventure, say yes to change. And I feel like you may have reached a point in your life where it's like you've always kind of wanted to be this person, but I feel like you've reached a point where you're reclaiming your power and you're empowering yourself to be the person you want to be. And your spirit guides are saying, say yes to change, say yes to transformation, say yes to following your heart as well. And then on the back of the deck, we have Earthed, learning how to be human in the world but not of it. I feel like you could be practicing some sort of protection ritual. I just saw 2:23 on the clock timer, so that could be significant for a few of you. But your advice and guidance really is grounding as well, and remembering the power of the present moment, remembering the power of your routine and the power of your habits. And I feel like getting really grounded and being in your physical body is something that your spirit guides are advising, and it's allowing for you to change, essentially, because they're saying when we become aware is when we can change. And a lot of times people stay stuck in old habits and old paradigms that are no longer serving them because they're not aware that they're no longer serving them. They're just kind of on this hamster wheel. And it's like, I feel like you're almost becoming very like hyper aware of where you are at in life and where you want to be. Let's see. Spirit guides of love and light. Can we please get some advice and guidance for pile number 3, please? So we have Evil Queen. You deserve sugar, not salt. You deserve sugar, not salt. I feel like your advice also is to do the things that make you happy, to do the things that bring you joy, because you deserve the best in life is something that your spirit guides are also saying. You deserve to be the best version of yourself. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to have friends. You deserve to have success. I feel like practicing affirmations is something that your spirit guides are also advising, and becoming really aware whenever you're being hard on yourself or when you're telling yourself things that aren't true, really. Illusions of fear is what your spirit guides are saying. When you're telling yourself these illusions that are based in fear, your spirit guides are saying to trust yourself. I want to see what was on the back of the deck. So we have Spaceship. Don't be afraid to sing. I love this. This is giving me like 3 of Cups energy. And I feel like your spirit guides are really advising you to connect with people. Don't be afraid to speak your truth. Don't be afraid to live in your authenticity, because the people who are meant to be in your life will come. Don't be afraid to sing. And with this message, don't be afraid to sing. It's like your spirit guides are saying, don't be afraid to have fun. Don't be afraid to surrender to the joy. And I feel like there could be some sort of there definitely is some sort of change. I feel like an ending could be happening in the month of April for you, but I feel like it's something that you are calling upon on yourself. I'm seeing the image of the Tower card, but I'm seeing specifically somebody knocking down the tower on purpose because they know it's no longer serving them. And it's like I'm seeing this image of a kid building up blocks, and then it's like they build all the blocks to the top and immediately just knock it over, because they want to create something else. They want to build something new. And that's kind of your advice, is like, don't be afraid to jump in. Don't be afraid to start projects. Don't be afraid to pursue things that you want to pursue, to be the best version of yourself. I feel like singing is also something that your spirit guides are advising for you. Maybe tapping into certain music that lifts you up, that gives you a really good vibe, and makes you just have this free, fun, flowy type energy. Your spirit guides are saying you know exactly what songs you need to listen to. let's see. We're going to get some more advice. Spirit guides of love and light. Can we please get some advice and guidance for pile number 3, please? Advice and guidance for pile number 3. Okay, I'll take both of them. So we have find balance and inspiration. First card says, find the balance between your work, rest, and playtime, and you will have more energy, harmony, and productivity in your life. Take a power nap. And it's interesting that you had that message of the strength, or like the eagle, how it was the most evolved form of fire and air. It's like finding that balance. We have inspiration. Be prepared, as you'll soon receive a visit from the Fairy of Inspiration. Come dusk or dawn, she can call at any time. And with these messages coming out, I feel like your spirit guides are really encouraging you. If there's something that you want to do or pursue in the month of April, they're saying really go for it. And don't be afraid. I feel like the only thing, your spirit guides are saying the only thing that's stopping you from living the life that you want to live is yourself. And once you realize this, it's like you take the reins over your situation. And you then become the creator and say, okay, if I'm the only person who's stopping me, I won't stop myself anymore, and I'll just go and I'll just do what I want to do. And then find balance. Your spirit guides are saying, you know, don't forget to rest as much as you're working. Don't forget to work as much as you're resting. It says take a power nap. So don't forget to rest in the month of April. That's something that's specifically coming through. Especially if you're feeling, this message may resonate for some, but if you've been feeling really, really tired, your spirit guides are saying rest. It's okay to sleep. And you know, sometimes we go through periods or phases in our life where we sleep like 12, 13 hours a night. And that's totally normal. And they're saying don't be hard on yourself whenever you feel these moments where you feel really tired. It's because you're meant to rest. And especially if you're going through a lot of change and a lot of things around you are changing, you could be feeling more tired than normal in the month of April. And so your spirit guides are saying, take a power nap. It's okay to have a nap. We're going to end with the last little piece of advice and guidance. Spirit guides of love and light, please get some advice and guidance for pile number 3, please. Okay, so you have on the back of the deck, transform, rise above any situation and become the best version of you. Coming through as your advice and guidance for April. You really are changing and transforming, and this is something that your spirit guides are encouraging. But you also have these other two that flipped over. So we have joy, make time for the little things today as your advice and guidance, and present. Journey into the garden to escape the two eternities, the past and the future. I feel like doing present moment meditations, mindfulness meditations, could feel very grounding for you in the month of April, especially if you're going through a lot of change and a lot of things are shifting around you. Your spirit guides are really encouraging you to remain grounded. It's like they're showing me like the eye in the middle of the storm. Be the peace within is something that they're saying as well. But I feel like that's all I have for you, pile number 3. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reading, please give me a like. Please comment down below and let me know if this resonated with you. And if you feel called, please subscribe to my channel. It really does help my channel grow. And we would love to have you be a part of the Sailor family as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. And I will see you later. Bye.